The clause. What is a clause? Clause is a group of words that has a subject and predicate. What is a clause? It's a group of words that has its subject and predicate. For example, see, do not disturb me. This sentence has a subject as well as a predicate. You can also say clause is a part of a sentence that contains a subject and predicate. Yes, it contains a subject, it contains a predicate. So such group of word that has a subject as well as a predicate is known as a clause. I'm mentioning 3 points. With these 3 points, you can tally within a sentence to find out whether it is a clause or not. Is it a group of words? Yes, it is a group of words. Suppose you're telling this sentence. Is there subject and verb combination? Yes, there is subject and verb combination. Is it conveying you the complete meaning? Right? It stands alone and it is able to convey you the full meaning. So this is a complete sentence. So I can say this is a clause. Okay? I have a bracelet which is made of silver. Is it conveying you the full meaning? Yes, it is conveying the full meaning. She thinks that Rama has done it. Is the sentence convey you the full meaning? Yes, it is conveying the full meaning. So when a group of words that has a subject and predicate, that sentence is known as a clause. Okay. Now, the types of clauses. There are two types of clauses. First is dependent clause. We also know as subordinate clause. Dependent or subordinate clause. When a sentence needs a subject and a verb to express a complete meaning. When a sentence needs a subject and verb to express a complete meaning is known as a subordinate clause, or you can also say it has a subject and verb combination, but it cannot be a sentence. Means it depends on the other part of the sentence. That is known as a dependent clause or subordinate clause. Suppose my brother sleeps when I eat food. So what happens when you eat food? Your brother sleeps. So this sentence, this part depends on this part. So when I eat food, what happens when you eat food? So my brother sleeps. So this part depends on the other part. So this is called dependent clause or subordinate. Okay? We cannot play violet trains. What happens? Violet trains, what happens? We cannot play. So this part depends on this part. Are you getting it? Just make sure. Usually dependent clause will have words like while, before, when, if, after, because, unless, wherever, etc. You can see here when and while. So this part, the dependent clause, will normally have all such words. Are you getting it? Now the second type is independent. We also call it as a principal clause or we call it as a main clause. This part, independent part clause, makes a complete sense. It can stand alone. I did not go to school. Complete sense, right? Because I am not feeling well, right? Now this part is your subordinate clause. Are you getting it? And this is your independent clause. Do not disturb me. Okay? While I am reading a book. So one portion is yours, dependent clause, and other portion is your independent clause. So within your dependent clause, you will normally get all these words before it. So it will be very easy for you to find out whether that portion is a dependent clause or it is an independent clause. Okay?